It's believed the very first surfboards date back to Peru some 5,000 years ago. As Tracy Smith tells us, surfboard design has come a long way.
Nope, we're not in Kansas anymore. Surfing off the California coast is as popular as it's ever been. From the party wave riders at Malibu to the folks chillin' at Doheny, where you can sit for hours in the lineup, just waiting for the right wave.
And for that, you need just the right board. This one is big and wide, made out of foam. It's great for surfing little waves like this. In fact, just about anyone could ride it. But in surfing, it wasn't always that way.
Surfing was once a sport reserved for Hawaiian royalty, who rode the waves on boards of solid wood that were long, narrow, and majestically heavy.
It's 140 pounds.
140 pounds? So how did they even get it out to the beach?
If you're royalty, they carry it for you.
Patty Paniccia used to surf for a living, one of the few female pro surfers back in the 1970s, when the surfing world was mostly a boys' club. Here she was at a contest in Hawaii, cranking a perfect bottom turn on a big wave. And, well, she had to be a pretty good swimmer, too.
This board would be about the 1940s. It's the first
Today,
time
she's a trustee of the Surfing Heritage and Culture Center
It's got some mahogany
in San Clemente.
It's got a little more shape than the older ones, right?
Yes, it does.
And this looks like it's heavy, too.
Oh, it's not as heavy. I think this is about 55 pounds.
Still.
Yeah.
By the late 50s, boards got shorter and lighter.
Let's go!
And surfing had taken its place in the popular culture. Surfboard maker Hobie Alter, who started making boards with lightweight balsa wood, switched to polyurethane foam and helped take the sport to the next level. Hobie's Dana Point, California store is still thriving, and his namesake Hobie surfboards are still made the old school way. Shaper Gary Larson starts with a blank piece of foam and custom carves it for a surfer's specific needs. He'll angle the sides or rails to help a board stay put on a steep wave face, sharpen the nose for high-performance turns, or carve a wider tail for stability.
These are stringers, so these are wood.
Some boards have thin strips of wood, called stringers, running down the middle for added stiffness and style. This model runs around $1,800, but each surfboard is different.
I've had boards that I've tried to duplicate for myself, and each board has its own characteristics.
It's like snowflakes, no two are alike when they're
agree.
hand-shaped.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
Don't get me wrong, you can buy a machine-made board too, like the one I'm paddling here. They're often cheaper and easier to ride. But they'll never have that certain something that a shaper puts into a board when they're making one just for you.
I'm going to ask you a hippy-dippy question
Okay.
now. Do these boards speak to you?
That's a common question. Yeah, I guess I do feel like there's a little more soul in a hand-shaped board.
Of course, no matter how good a surfboard's design, it's only as good as the surfer and the waves that day. And every one of those is different too.